Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the finals of Day 2 of the NCAA Division III Swimming and Diving Championships. It's been a great meet so far. No reason to think that it won't continue to be very interesting, shall we say, from the point of view of racing and scoring. Of particular interest at this meet is the potential for one of 4 teams on the women's side to take the victory, something that really hasn't occurred in some years now. Of those teams, they're all fairly tightly bunched after the first day. NYU, in particular, seems very well placed to me tonight, and I would not be surprised, have a bit of a lead as we head into Friday. On the men's side, Denison right now, after the first day, has a dominant score over second place. We'll see if that continues or if another team can claw their way back up towards the Big Red. We'll start this evening with the consolation final of the women's 400-yard individual medley. In lane 1 will be Lauren Adler, freshman at MIT. She won the 1650 at the NUMAC this year. She's from Ann Arbor, Michigan, majoring in bioengineering. Kenyon's Ashlyn Widmer is in lane 2. She is from Danville, California. Lily Codd of Williams in lane 3. She was 16th in last night's 500. She has been 14th and 13th in this event the previous 2 years. She's from New Canaan, Connecticut. Alyssa Lynch of New York is in lane 4. She was 6th in this event last year. She also won this event at UAA's. She's from San Francisco and in the Liberal Studies program at NYU. Jordan Herrera of Kenyon is in lane 5. She was 16th in the event in 2022, runner-up last year. She's from Arizona. Sydney McCallie of Salisbury University and NJAC Conference was 14th in last night's 2IM. And she won both the 2 and 4 IMs in the 200 breaststroke at that New Jersey Athletic Conference meet. Tess Boyer, Wheaton of Illinois, and the CCIW was CCIW Swimmer of the Year for winning not just both IMs, but the 200 butterfly. She's from Merriam, Kansas, has a double major in computer science and biochemistry. And Madeline Dunn of Tufts is in lane 8. She was 6th in last night's 500. She is from Austin, Texas, and majors in cognitive and brain science. They close There are 3 swimmers in lanes 3, 5, and 7. Basically even after the butterfly. Mully Codd leading with a 59.14. Lead for Herrera at the 175, but getting right back into it is Lynch for New York. And also moving well here in lane 2, Ashley Widmer, also of the Owls. And Herrera turns first, 6:08. Right about a 106 for her 100 backstroke. First at the 250. 17,100 separate them. For third appears to be between Tess Boyer of Wheaton and Widmer for Kenya. Widmer turns first. Over first. Then she was the UAA champion. Herrera drops back a half body length. Widmer right now swimming third. Lynch and Herrera, and Widmer right with Herrera. Kenyon will be perhaps second and third. We'll see. Now here comes Herrera. Oh boy, this is on the touch. Lynch takes it by 8/100ths over Herrera with Widmer third. And now we're going to see the championship final. Lane 1, Meredith Liu of Emory. She was 13th in last night's 500. She's from Richmond Hill, California. Neely Burns, Trinity University in Texas, has been second and is our defending champion in this event. She won 3 events at the SCAC meet, the 2 and the 4 AM and the 200 breaststroke. She's from Phoenix, Arizona. Emily Harris of Denison. For the first time. She was 7th in the 2 AM last night. Though at the NCACs this year, she set a meet record in winning this event. She's from Castellan Springs, Tennessee. Sophia Verclaren of Williams is our clear favorite. She was second in the 4 AM 2 years ago and was last night's champion in the 2 AM. She won 3 events at NESCACs on her way to becoming Swimmer of the Year. Natalie Garr, last night's champion in the 500 for Bob, was in lane 5. She won this event at NESCAX and was Rookie of the Year. Sarah Bernard of MIT is in 6th. She won both breaststrokes at conference record times in the MAC. Quinn Weigand, Swarthmore, won both breaststrokes. Won the 2 and 4 IM and the butterfly, and got her second Swimmer of the Year in the Centennial Conference. Finally, Bethany Smiley of NYU is in lane 8, 12th from last night's 500. She's from Columbus, Ohio, and is majoring in the liberal studies program. Given the seed times, it seems unlikely anyone can truly push for Claren, but no, Gar last night went 4:45 in the 500, so continuing rapid improvement. Maybe if something like that is in store in the 4 a.m. as well.
Qualifier Sophia for clearing. This is your championship final, Mr. Referee. Your NCAA record is in 4:13.14 by Caroline Williams. 104 seconds on the books.
And as they finish the butterfly, Verclaren has right about a body length lead on Harris for Denison. 4 other swimmers turning together in 3rd place at the moment. Verclaren lengthening her lead ever so slightly. Still a little less than a body length on Harris of Denison. That was a 102.69 for her backstroke leg. Gar is moving up slightly on Harris. Our national record is 4:13.14. thinking that Verclaren may be not so far off that pace. Over in 3:10.80, and I have to say, I think the chances are pretty good. You may see a new record. Good way to go out after a distinguished career in your senior year. Go out with a national record, perhaps. We'll see. That was a 1:11.05 for her breaststroke. Well, if she repeats what she just did, she will indeed break the national record. Now, Gar, not surprisingly, has moved into second past Harris, but this is about individual excellence on the part of Sophia Verclaren. Again, the record for 13:14, it will now be something like an 11-something. And indeed it is. Wow, nearly 2 seconds off the national record. An absolutely phenomenal performance by Sophia Verclaren. And you see the reaction. Words are not necessary. 4:11.23. Wow. That was one outstanding swim. So now she has a 400 IM record to go with her 200 IM championship last night. That was a pleasure to watch. No weaknesses on the part of this young woman's 4 strokes. She was a 00:43 for her last 100. In this consolation final, I have just recently been informed that Schwartz of Chicago scratched, so I'm not sure what you are seeing online, but I will try to get the lanes and names right here. Lanes 3 through 6 did not change, but now lane 1 will be Peter Mang of Case Western. Gavin Foreman of TCNJ will be in 2. Lucas Conrads now moves to lane 7, and the addition is Wash U's Ben Scott, a freshman. Peter Mang of Case Western now in lane 1, 16th in the 2IM last night. In lane 2 is Gavin Foreman of TCNJ. He was 6th and 10th in this event previously. Matthew Hartshorn of Johns Hopkins is in lane 3. He was 13th in this event 2 years ago. Victor Durrani in lane 4. He's from New York University. He was 6th in this event last year. Jaden Hans Eberon for New York. is in 5. He was 7th in last night's 2 a.m. He was 11th in this event last year. Jason Wang is in lane 6 for MIT. He won the 2 a.m. at Newmax this year. Lucas Conrad's now in lane 7 for Denison. 2 years ago, he was 11th in this event, and in 2022, 13th. And in lane 8, Ben Scott of WashU at St. Louis. And it is Ebron and Conrad's out together. Now it's Hartshorn moving up on Ebron and Conrad's. And now in lane 4, our fastest qualifier for this heat, Durrani, also gets into the mix. And Hartshorn turning together as they enter the freestyle. And late addition Ben Scott is not so far off the pace. That would be a nice bonus, wouldn't it, to not just get in as an alternate, but actually move up the placing ladder. Hartshorn and Durrani turn together. Durrani surging forward a bit. Conrad's moving well for Denison in 7. And Scott looks to be vying for 4th. And Durrani pulls away in that last 50, 3:52.53. Second to Hartshorn, and third to Conrad's. Now we come to the championship final for the men's 4 a.m. Marco Manai of WashU is in lane 1. He was 11th in the 2 a.m. last night. He's from Bethesda, Maryland, majoring biomedical engineering and data science. Kevin Fitzgerald of Grinnell in the Midwest Conference was 14th in the 2 a.m. last night. He won both IMs in meet and conference record times in the Midwest Conference this year. He's from West Bend, Wisconsin. Ryan Higgins of TCNJ is in lane 3. He was the NJAC champion in both IMs, as well as the 200 backstroke. He's from River Edge, New Jersey. Sean Lyman of the Coast Guard and Newmac is in lane 4, 5th in the 500 last night, 4th in this event last year. He won the 500 4 a.m. and 1650 on his way to Swimmer of the Year honors in the Newmac. Hiro Sidorko of Kenya in lane 5. He was 4th in the 2 a.m. last night. He is from Kazakhstan. Max Machidiuk of NYU is in 6. He was the UAA champion in meet record time. He was 6th in the 2 a.m. last night. He's from just down the road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Ethan Mansky of Kenyon in lane 7. He was third in this event last year, fifth the year before that. He's from Santa Fe, New Mexico. And finally, Grant Hu, freshman at MIT, was seventh in last night's 500. He is from Allen, Texas, and majoring in computer science at MIT.
Junior from Canyon, number 4, 200 IM, Carol Fedorko. And number 4, a senior from the Coast Guard, doing more than last year, taking the 500 free dash like your top 12 flyers, Sean Lyman.
The national record here is a 3:46.62. 10 years old now, set by Harrison Curley of Kenyon. And Sidorko of Kenyon goes out first in the butterfly with a 51.37. Straight across between lanes 4 through 8. It would be Lyman, Sidorko, Nichidiuk, Mansky, and Hu. And not so far off the pace in lane 2 is Fitzgerald for Grinnell. Perhaps Chidiuk turned first. He did at 150.84. Plus 59 or so for that 100 backstroke. Still leading at the 250. Sidorko moving up on him slightly, it looks like. Lyman at about Sidorko's hips. And Hu of MIT not so far off the pace in lane 8. And Sidorko and Chidiuk turn together. Lyman and Hu have more than the body length to make up in the freestyle. Memory serves, Lyman is a good distance freestyler. But that's a ways to go. 75 left to try to catch him. Dorco looked like he touched first, but still anyone's race. Chidiac in sprint mode, but Dorco the smoother of the two and pulls away a little less than a body length victory. Lyman was third. First Chidiac second. 3:48.75 the winning time.
48.75. While we wait for the championship finals to be ready, here are the consolation results of the women's 400 AM. In 16th, Madeline Dunn, Tufts. 15th, Sydney McGowan, Salisbury. 14th, Lily Cobb, Williams. 13th, Beth Boyer, 12th, Mandy Adler, MIT. 11th, Ashley David, Kenyon. 10th, Gordon Herrera, Kenyon. And 9th, Teresa Lynch, NYU. Now, your championship finalists, your awards being presented by Anthony Newton, the head coach of Trinity of Texas. In 8th place, from Trinity, Neely Burns. In 7th, from Emory, Meredith Liu. In 6th, from NYU, Bethany Spangler. In 5th, from MIT, Sarah Bernard. In 4th, from Swarthmore, Quinn Wygant. In 3rd, a junior from Denison, Emily Harris. Second, promoted Natalie Gard. And your 2025 NCAA champion, women's 400 IM, with a new national record by almost 2 seconds. A senior from Williams with a time of 4:11.23. The second championship of the week, Sophia Bergman. Here are the consolation results of the men's 400 IM. In 16th, J. Hans Ebron, NYU. In 15th, Peter A. from Case Western. In 14th, Ben Scott, Wash U. 13th, Gavin Coleman, TCNJ. 12th, Jason Manning, MIT. 11th, Lucas Conrad, Denison. 10th, Matthew Hartshorn, Johns Hopkins. And the consolation champion from NYU, Victor Germani. The Opportunity Championship finalists in the men's 400 individual medley presenting these awards will be Matt Beckman, head coach of Cornell College. In 8th place, from Cornell, Kevin Fitzgerald.
Thanks, Carolyn.
From MIT, Grant Koo. In 4th, from Washington, Marco Renard. In 3rd place, from the Coast Guard, Sean Lyman. In 2nd, from NYU, Max Venturia. And your 2025 NCAA Music League champion in the men's 400 IM with a time of 3:48.75 from Kenya, Kirill Sidorko.
So what was it this year that helped make this win happen? Extra dry land, yardage? What do you think the key was for this improvement?
I think just this being my last year, my last go-around, I've been trying to enjoy it as much as I can and just living in the moment and getting, to enjoy being a part of this awesome atmosphere. I also just want to say that, the support from my teammates, my incredible coaches, and the Williams parents has just been so amazing. It's such a supportive community that I've gotten to be a part of for the past 4 years, and I wouldn't have made it to the top of the podium without them, so I'm really grateful to be a part of that.
Oh, that's wonderful. You just anticipated my next question. What's the best piece of advice you could give others?
I would say just enjoy it as much as you can. I mean, these 4 years go by fast, and I've just been so grateful to have had 4 amazing years on Williams, and it's a great thing to be a part of and to get to experience. So I feel really lucky, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the meet has in store.
That's wonderful. Congratulations on a national
Thank
record.
you.
What a performance. Thank you. All right, Kirill. Paul Reynolds asking you the questions on your victory in the 4 a.m. So what was it this year, do you think, helped you push you over the top to this victory?
Yeah, so I feel like the most important aspect was completely changing my training plan, number one, because the Kenyan team, sort of the coaches and the teammates here, they welcomed me with open arms. And I feel like I adjusted to the training style. There's a lot more fast swimming. And yeah, I guess it worked out well.
And how has America been compared to Kazakhstan?
I mean, it's very, very different. I really miss back home. I feel like everything is different, from culture to the environment to the people, but I love certain aspects in one place and certain aspects in the other place, but I really do miss home.
I'll bet. How about 25 yards versus 50 meters?
25 yards every day, every night. I don't like swimming meters anymore, but that's the honest opinion.
Oh, okay. Congratulations, Kirill. Well done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The consolation final of the women's 100-yard butterfly. Lane 1 will be Allison Greenway of Emory. She's from Appleton, Wisconsin. Mackenzie Mayfield of Claremont Mudd Scripps in 2. She was the 2IM and 200 butterfly champion at the SIACs this year. She was 8th in the 2IM last night. Elise Hale of SUNY Geneseo is in 3. She won both butterflies at this year's Empire 8. She's from Schenectady, New York. Emily Sue of Chicago is in lane 4. 10th in this event 2 years ago now. She hails from Arcadia, California. Emma Pritchard of Denison is in lane 5. She has been 7th and 3rd twice in this event. She is from Decatur, Georgia. Madeline Kahn of Claremont Mudd Scripps in 6th. She is from Danville, California. In lane 7 in this console, Kiana Tanazaki Hudson of Chapman. She won the 100 butterfly at the SIACs this year. She's from Hawaii. And Ella Pennington of Rowan is in lane 8. She has scored in the backstrokes at this event previously, but she did win the 100 butterfly at the New Jersey Conference meet. She's from Elkton, Maryland. Race. Do we see a victory out of lane 8 here? And we do. Pennington of Rowan takes it with a 54.77. Hale of Geneseo 2nd and 3rd, the Jew of Chicago. And now to our championship final. Sun Young Byun of Claremont is in lane 1. She is from Beijing, China. Phoebe Ferguson of Denison in 2. She has been 15th and 10th in this event previously. 6th in the 2IM last night. She's the NCAA champion in the 100 fly, and she is from Columbus, Ohio. Hope Sayafeth of New York is in lane 3. 8th in this event last year. She's from Franklin, Massachusetts, majoring in economics. Sydney Smith of MIT is in 4. She is from Atlanta, Georgia, majoring in bioengineering. Nicole Reniel of NYU is in lane 5. She has scored in the 200 butterflies previously at this event. She did win the 100 fly in 2 of their events at the UAAs, and she is from Hatfield, Pennsylvania. Alexandra Turvey, the grad student at MIT, formerly at Pomona Pitzer. She's in lane 6, 9th in the 50 last night, and while at Pomona Pitzer, she was 12th and runner-up twice in this event. She did win the NUMAC 100 fly this year. She's from Vancouver, Canada. Maggie Farrell of Calvin is in 7. She was the MIAA champion in this event, and she is from Portage, Michigan. Finally, Reina Gomez of New York was 9th in this event last year. She is from Irvine, California. As I mentioned earlier, NYU is well positioned tonight. Here alone, we see 3 NYU contestants in the top 8. Another one of the contenders for the women's championship, MIT, they have 2, Turvey and Smith. Field turns together at the 25. Whole field is only separated by a little bit over 1 second in the seed times. Smith does appear to be in front on the way out. She indeed is. Smith turns first at 75. And Reniel held her wall nicely. Reniel moving up. This may come down on the cycle, and it goes to Smith, I believe. Yes, 53.96 with Reniel second. Third to Ferguson of Denison, and fourth to Sayafeth of New York. In this consolation final for the men's fly, Shive of RIT is in lane 1. He's a senior. He won 3 events, including this one, and meet and conference record time at the Liberty meet. And he was their swimmer of the year. Austin Bick of WashU is in 2. He's from Elkhorn, Nebraska. Caleb Einhoff of Grove City is in lane 3. He scored in the breaststroke very well in the breaststroke at the PAC conference. He's from Quakertown, Pennsylvania. Jeffrey Eccles of Emory is in lane 4. He has been 12th, 15th, and 9th in this event in 3 years previously. He's from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Roman Savage is in 5 for Kenyon. He won the NCAA 100 fly this year. Ethan Bono of Asbury University, the first entrant from that school in these D3 championships. He's in lane 6. He won 3 events, including this one at the Liberal Arts Conference. Jaden Olson of Amherst is in 7, and Noah Reese of Coast Guard in lane 8. He won this event at the NEMAC in meet and conference record time. Anyone's race at the 75. Oh, nice looking breakout work by Roman Savage of Kenyon. And I think that will carry Savage to the win here. And it does with a 47.37. Second was Jaden Olson of Amherst, and third in lane 8 to Noah Reese of Coast Guard. And now to our championship final. Kemi Wilson of Swarthmore in lane 1. He won this at the Centennial Meet in meet and conference record fashion. He's from Birmingham, Michigan. Matthew Fritz of Washington and Lee was 12th in this event last year. He set a meet and conference record in the preliminaries at the ODAC conference. He's from Reston, Virginia. Braden Morford, our 2IM winner from last night for Carnegie Mellon, is in lane 3. He did not swim this event last year, focusing on the backstrokes. He's from Medina, Ohio. Cooper Costello was our fastest qualifier from the University of Chicago. He was 3rd in the 2IM last night. He won this event in meet record time at the UAAs. David Bourgeois for Calvin is in lane 5, 4th in the 50 last night. He's had 2 Swimmer of the Years in a row at the MIAAs. He's from Bethesda, Maryland. Justin Finkel of Connecticut College, our 2-time 500 champion in 6. He set a record in the 200 butterfly last year. He was Swimmer of the Year in the NESCAC conference. He set a meet, conference, and pool record in this event. He's from Cheshire, Connecticut. Avery Clapp of Johns Hopkins has been 14th and 6th in this event previously. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio, and he majors in computer science and economics. Dylan Lynn of Emory rounds out the field, 9th in last night's 50. He's from Liburn, Georgia. Jason Gonzi of Chicago set our current national record, 46.28. This afternoon, there were our 3 fastest qualifiers underneath 47 seconds. Obviously 46.28 is not cheap, but Costello in particular is only 16 100ths off. I think pressure of championship competition perhaps will push him to a record. We'll find out shortly. And at the 50, I think it's Costello first at 21.39. It is. He's got plenty of company. Morford only a 1/10 of a second back. And Costello comes up first. Morford on one side, Bourgeois on the other, but Costello gains a little bit in that last 10 yards. And that is a new national record by some distance, half a second, oh no, excuse me, about 0.3 of a second. 45.97 for Cooper Costello. What an absolutely fantastic swim. Seemed to come in that last 10 yards where the field was close, and all of a sudden Costello was there, maybe with not quite a body length at the finish. Just a little bit left in the tank there, and you get a new national record at 45.97, keeping it in the Chicago family, as it were.
Let's bring out your championship finalists in the women's 100-yard butterfly. Presenting the butterfly awards will be MIT coach Magic Sisson French. In the 8th place, from NYU, Lena Gomez. In 7th, from Calvin, Maggie Carroll. In 6th from CMS, Sun Young Young. In 5th from MIT, Alex Turvey. In 4th from NYU, Hope Zayamek. In 3rd from Edison, Phoebe Ferguson. In 2nd from NYU, Nicole Benito. And your 2025 NCAA DIII National Champion, women's 100 butterfly, a sophomore from MIT with a time of 53.96, Sydney Smith. Here are the consolation results for the 13 and then 100 yards butterfly. In 16th, Austin Dick, Wash U. 15th, Drew Shy, RIT. In 14th, Ethan Bono, Asbury. 13th, Caleb Arnold, Grove City. 12th, Jeff Eccles, Emory. 11th, Noah Reese, Coast Guard. 10th, James Olson, Amherst, and the consolation champion from Kenyon, Roman Savage. And let's meet your championship finalists. Presenting the awards this evening will be Dan Ilderus, the head coach at Calvin. In 8th place, from sophomore, Cammie Wilson. In 7, from Emory, Dylan Yin. In 6, from Johns Hopkins, Avery Rapp. In 5th, from In 5th is Matt Fritz from Johns Hopkins. In 4th, from Carnegie Mellon, Brayden Morford. In 3rd, from Conn College, Justin Finkel. In 2nd, from Calvin, David Bajwa. And the 2025 NCAA Butterfly champion, a sophomore from Chicago with a new NCAA Division III record performance of 45.97, Cooper Costello.
Hello, Sydney, and congratulations on a national championship. Who would you like to thank for getting you into this sport?
I really feel like I had a friend when I was little who got me into swimming at first, but I think the thing that's really kept it going for me is that, you know, they say like no one ever does the sport alone, and I think that that's just so incredibly true. I get to show up every single day to practice and swim with my best friends, and I have the best coaches, and I get to do it at the best school, and I think that alone is just amazing. And I think my teammates just, I do a lot of swimming for myself, but everything I do is for them because I love them all, and they're so great.
That sounds great. So it sounds like you have a lot of favorite memories. What would you say your favorite is? Let's say we won't count this one.
I think if I think back earlier to this year, actually, we do this thing every year called King and Queen, which is where we do 5 100s of every stroke in a 100 IM. And I think that's my favorite memory from this year because I just really got to get up and race, and it's really fun, and we play music super loud, and everyone sings, and it's a blast. And I love it every year.
I can see that. Congratulations, Sydney. Well done.
Thank you.
National record.
Thank you. I mean, it was good.
You already texted Jesse?
No, I'll probably talk to him tonight.
All right. So who would you like to thank for getting you into this sport?
Obviously, I'd like to thank, a lot of people like my parents, my girlfriend, my teammates, my coaches. But I would say there's 2 people in specific that brought me to this point from competition from back in the day. So that's Colin Gear and David Schmidt. And, they don't swim D3, but, I always look up to them and try to emulate their swimming. So I'm not there yet. Got to go 44 to beat them pretty much, but it's coming next year.
All right, we'll hold you to it. All right, what are you going to do in your training to get you to that 44?
Just get stronger. I think that was the main difference from last year. obviously I felt a lot more confident in the water being, second time around here, but just being stronger, being like having more practice, knowing I can hit like the kick and stroke counts really makes a difference.
Well, you certainly hit it on the nail tonight. Congratulations on a new national record.
Thanks so much.
And now to the consolation final for the women's 200-yard freestyle. Lane 1 will be Emery Muller of New York. She's from Naples, Florida. Bengazi Kemash of Kenya in 2. Runner-up in last night's 500. She was 4th in this event last year. She is from Istanbul, Turkey. New York's El Motakaitis is in 3, 11th in the 500 last night. Davis, California native. She's majoring in travel and tourism. Elodie Mitchell of Emory is in lane 4. She's from Durham, North Carolina. She was 14th in the 500 last night. Natalie Borgian of Emory is in 5. She's from Rochester, Minnesota. Isabel Oldham of New York is in 6. From Brentwood, Tennessee. Laurel Wozniak of Hope in the MIAA, and the MIAA champion this year is in 7. She's from Northville, Michigan. And finally, Anna Feuther of Denison is in 8. She has been 13th, 7th, and 11th in this event her first 3 years. She's from Glencoe, Illinois, and majors in data analytics. And as I mentioned in the introduction of NYU being well placed, they have 5, count them, 5 women in these 2 finals. 3 in the consolation here, and another 2 to come in the championship final. Having said that, Emory has 4 total. 2 in this one, 2 in the championship. Virtually straight across at the 100, but Kemash turns first for the Owls. Kemash has not picked up any more distance in that 50. On the other hand, the field is still left with trying to chase her down. Closest to her in distance is actually closest to her in lane. In lane through Motakaitis of New York trying to track her down. Motakaitis holds her wall well. And now she's within a half body length and closing. I don't think she'll have the room, and Kemash draws away slightly in that last 10 yards. 149.16. A sub 150 in the consolation final of the women's 200 freestyle. I have to feel probably Kemash might be kicking herself a little bit that didn't come this morning and get her into the top 8. But it will be 9 points for Kenyon there. And so we move to the championship final for the women's 200 freestyle. Karen Zhao of Chicago is in lane 1. She's from Bogart, Georgia, majoring in business, economics, and psychology. Catherine Swan of Emory was 12th in this event last year. She's from Pelham, Massachusetts. Ella Roberson, a sophomore from MIT, is in 3. She was 6th in last night's 50. 5th in this event last year. She won the 50, 100, and 200 freestyles at the New Max this year. She's from Midland, Michigan. Kaylee McIntyre, our dominant swimmer of the meet to this point, is in lane 4. She set a record in this event last year, set a record in the 50 twice yesterday. She won 3 events and was swimmer of the year at the UAAs. Penelope Helm, grad student at Emory, is in 5, third in last night's 500. Was also third in this event last year. She's from Wayzata, Minnesota. Molly Haig, junior at Kenyon, is in lane 6, ninth in the 500 last night. She was ninth also in the 200 freestyle at these championships last year. She comes from Middleton, Wisconsin. Anya Walla of New York is in lane 7, fifth in the 500 last night, 14th in this event last year. She is from Mumbai, India. And finally in lane 8, Quinn Brown, junior at Denison, 4th in the 500 last night, 13th in the 200 freestyle. 2024. She also won the 200 free at the NCAAs this year. She is from Portland, Oregon. As I mentioned before, Kendra Stern's record of 144.82 seemingly is out of reach, but I don't know as I put anything by McIntyre at this stage of the game. Still, she went 146.05 last year, qualified this morning with a 146.54, so some work to do to get that 144. And she leads at the 25, albeit not by much. But as you can see, I'm sure on the camera, she's extending her lead at the 50. She is over in the 24.56. Now it's a little over body length. At the 75, Helm is closest to her, but it is a tight field at the moment, racing for second. Now the lead is slightly more than a body length. She's over in a 51.15. And now she dials it up even further. And at the 125, the lead is now a body length and a half. Helm still second. Closest to her and next to her is Kenyon's Molly Haig. She is at Helms's hip, 118.07. Honestly, a strong kick does threaten that national record. And here she goes, digging in. She has dropped the rest of the field. This is going to be close. And 144.88. Oh my, 6/100ths off the national record. Wow. Wow. 144.88. Display of excellence by Kaylee McIntyre seemingly has no end. I would not be surprised if that is the fastest women's 200 since Stern set that record. Don't have the records in front of me, but I would expect it to be so. Wonderful swim by Kaylee McIntyre. Second was Molly Haig of Kenyon with a 148.4. Itself a great time, and gets lost in the shuffle, as you might say, for watching a 144 plus. Really quite something. And now in our consolation final for the men's 200 freestyle, Luke Nagel of Washington and Lee is in lane 1. He's from Wayne, Pennsylvania. Jack Gefrich of Amherst is in 2. He's from Medina, Minnesota. Alexander Pollock of Emory is in 3. He was 14th in this event last year. He is from Paris, France. Danny Sibley of WashU is in lane 4. He's from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. McKeith Orson of Emory in 5. 9th in that 2IM last night. He's from Athens, Georgia. Hayden Tupper of Emory is in lane 6. He was 13th in this event last year. He's from Pleasanton, California. Pierce Downs of NYU is in lane 7. He's from Woodland Hills, California. And finally, Tyler Leslie of Augustana is in lane 8. He won both the 2IM and 200 freestyles at the CCIW meet this year and was their swimmer of the year. He's from Aurora, Illinois. Halfway there, Sibley for WashU is out on a 47.45. Anyone's race as they reach the 150. Sibley with the lead, but looking over, you see that Tupper of Emory and Downs of New York, and in lane 8, Tyler Leslie. Anyone's race, even McKeith Thorson is not out of it. And here comes Thorson, having maybe picked up the 5. Oh boy, this one is 5 people across at the finish. And it goes to Hayden Tupper of Emory at 137.92. There's some racing right there. And now to our championship final. John Butler of Chicago is in lane 1. He's from Cedar Falls, Iowa. Nathan Kim of MIT is in 2. He's from La Junta, California. Oliver Shallot of Williams is in lane 3. He has been 8th and 5th in this event previously. He was also 8th in the 2IM last night. He won the 2 and 4 IMs as well as the 200 breaststroke at NESCACs this year. He's from Northampton, Massachusetts, just down the road from Williams. Colin Twist of Coast Guard was our fastest qualifier. He has been 11th, 12th, and 3rd in this event previously. He won this event at the NUMEC. He's from Mahwah, New Jersey. Nathaniel Taft, sophomore at Hamilton, is in lane 5. He was runner-up in this event last year. He also won this event at NESCACs and was 7th in last night's 50. He's from Fairfield, Connecticut. Jack Hill, also a sophomore. He's at Denison. He won the 200 freestyle at the NCACs this year. He is from Leighton Buzzard, I love that name, in the United Kingdom. Dalton Jobe of Washington and Lee is in lane 7. He was 6th in this event last year. He also won this event at the ODAC meet. He's from Enrico, Virginia. And finally, Sebi Burns of Chicago in lane 8, 11th in the 50 last night. He is from Brooklyn, New York, and he is a senior. The national record is 134.74, set a couple of years ago by James McChesney of TCNJ. Twist, our fastest qualifier, leads at the 50. And it's about a half body length for Twist at the 100. And now it goes out to a body length at the 125. Still a body length at the 150. It would take a great last 50, but certainly that national record is within his reach. But look what's happening here in lane 6. Closing very well is Hill for Dennison. And he runs out of room. He 14/100 shy, but Hill closed. Third was John Butler of Chicago out in lane 1. And there you go. A celebration well earned.
And here are your consolation results of the men's 200 freestyle. In 16, from Amherst, John Geprich. In 15, from Emory, Alexander Pollock. In 14, from Washington Lee, Luke Nagel. 13, Danny Sigley, Wash U. 12, from Augustana, Tyler Leslie. And a tie for 10th, with Pierce Downs of NYU and McKee Thorson of Emory. And the ninth one is also from Emory, the consolation champion, Hayden Butler. And we are the championship finalists. The award being presented by John Geisler of Hamilton College. In 8th, from Chicago, Sebby Byrne. In the 7th, from MIT, Nathan Kim. In 6th, from Williams, Oliver Shallow. In 5th, from Washington, Dalton Joe. In 4th, from Hamilton, Nathaniel Taft. In 3rd, from Chicago, John Butler. In 2nd, from Denison, Jack Hill. And the 2025 NCAA Division III champion, a senior from the Coast Guard, with a fine performance of 1:35.68. Colin Twist. Spectators, we encourage you to stick around as we begin our final round of the women's 1-meter diamond competition. And later in our relays, During the 5-minute break between periods, we will have a t-shirt toss into the stands.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hello.
This is Paul Reynolds up here on the live stream. I
Hello.
do the UAA meets each year, and I have had a front row seat to watching you seemingly get better every time I see you swim. So, what's the secret? What's the best piece of advice you could give someone else?
I would just say to have as much fun as you can. That's what sports are for. It's supposed to be a fun environment, and I found this motto this year from my teammate Elle, where fast swimming is fun swimming and fun swimming is always fast.
There you go. I like that. And is there someone in particular you'd like to thank for getting you into the sport, inspiring you perhaps?
Well, I would obviously have to thank my family. I was pushed into the sport by my mom. I'll thank my grandparents. I hope my grandpa will be watching this. And then I have to obviously thank my team and my coaches. I wouldn't be here without them. A special shout out to the lane I swim in every day. Matt, Ryan, Kyle, and Grace. It's always fun being next to you in that lane.
Sounds wonderful. Good luck the rest of the way, Kaylee. Well done.
Thank you.
Hello, Colin. You
Hello.
are a senior this year. Now, as you're in the Coast Guard, I guess your future is perhaps a little more narrow than others. Where are you headed from here?
I'll be heading down to Charleston on the U.S. Coast Guard Cutter Stone.
Do you have a specific assignment on it?
I'll be doing deck watch work, which is a lot of navigation, law enforcement stuff.
That sounds challenging. And is there anyone you'd like to thank for perhaps getting you into the military, or was this your own doing?
I mean, first off, to thank my family for supporting me all this way. And of course, Coach John Westcott for advocating and getting me here.
Well, you've put in the work, and now you're a national champion. Congratulations, Mr. Twist.
Thank you, sir.
Just beginning the first round of the 1-meter diving for women. Sydney Bluestein of Amherst qualified 8th. Sumi Allen of Chicago 7th. Ariana Khan of Emory 6th. Isra Schmidt of New York 5th. Nina Schwab of Carleton qualified 4th. Fiora Baratahani of MIT qualified 3rd. Abigail Wilcock of Case Western qualified 2nd, and Kaylee Payne of Ithaca, a senior, was our top qualifier with a 4.66.3. This will be round 1.
Second award. 50.4, Ariana, 5331D, 2.2. Isra, 105B, 2.6. Award. 42.9, Nina, 403B, 2.4. Judges award. 50.4. Fiora, 105C, 2.4. Abigail, 403B, 2.4. Judges award. 46.8, Kaylee, 105B, 2.6. Judges award. 54.6, beginning round 7, Sydney, 104B, 2.3. Sumi, 104B, 2.3. Judges award. 34.5, Ariana, 203B, 2.3. Judges award. 39.1, Isra, 5231D, 2.1. Isra, 303B 2.4. Fiora, 203B 2.3. Judges award. 31.05. Abigail, 105B 2.6. Judges award. 58.5. Kaylee, 203B 2.3. Judges award. 48.3. Beginning round 8. Sydney, 105B 2.6. Susie, 105C 2.4. Judges award. 45.6. Ariana, 303B 2.4. Judges award. 44.4. Israel, 5231D 2.1. 2.6. Judges award. 46.8. Fiora. 303B, 2.4. Abigail, 5132D, 2.2. Judges award. 46.2. Kaylee, 303B, 2.4. Judges award. 39.6. Beginning round 9. Sydney, 303C, 2.1. Judges award. 37.8. Sumi, 203B, 2.3. Judges award. 33.35. Ariana, 105B, 2.6. Israel, 203B, 2.3. Nina, 5333D, 2.6. Second award. 46.8. Fiora, 403B, 2.4. Second award. 50.4. Abigail, 303B, 2.4. Judges award. $45.6. Katie, 403B, 2.4. Judges award. 54. Evening 10. Sydney, 203B, 2.3. Judges award. 35.65. Sumi, 303C, 2.1. Judges award. 24.15. Ariana, 403B, 2.4. Israel, 403B, 2.4. Judges award. 50.4. Nina, 303B, 2.4. Judges award. 37.2. Fiora, 5233B, 2.5. Abigail, 203B, 2.3. Judges award. 41.4. Kaylee, 404C, 2.8. Judges award. 50.4. Beginning the 11th and final round. Sydney, 5-2, B1D, 2.1. Ariana, 5233B, 2.5. Israel, 5233B, 2.5. Award. 37.5. Nina, 5233B, 2.5. Fiora, 5132B, 2.2. Abigail, 5233B, 2.5. Kaylee, 5134B, 2.6. Judges award. 39. This concludes the women's 1-meter diving championship final.
Just a quick reminder that we are doing diving awards and interviews before we recommence with the swimming relay. So next up will be diving awards. Thank you. Here are your women's 1-meter diving results. First in consolation final, in 16th, Rachel Lowe, MIT. In 15th, Lydia Atanda, Chicago. 14th from Denison, Alexis Radhakrishnan. And 13th from Washington, Shanzi Karimi. 12th from Chicago, Cynthia Tang. 11th from Williams, Ale Herman. 10th from Chicago, Veronica Fong. And 9th place from NYU, Maya Williams. Next meet your championship finalists. Giving out the awards tonight will be Ithaca diving coach Christopher Griffin. In 8th place, from the University of Chicago, Sumi Allen. In 7th, from NYU, Isra Schmidt. In 6th, from Emory, Ariana Karn. In 5th, from MIT, Yora Bharatani. In 4th, from Amherst, Sydney Bluestein. In 3rd, from Carleton, Nina Schwab. In 2nd, from Case Western Reserve University, Abigail Wilcox. And your 2025 NCAA Division III Women's 1-meter diving champion with a total of 486.30, from Ithaca College, Kaylee Payne.
Hi, Kaylee. Congratulations on a national championship. Quite an accomplishment. So, now that you've hit the top, what piece of advice would you use to help other people get there?
Find joy in absolutely everything you do, because it will always pay off to just walk away smiling at everything you did and knowing that you actually enjoyed what you did. So find joy in everything.
That's wonderful. Well, you are a senior. Where to from here?
SUNY ESF's Park Ranger School, to hopefully keep working with the environment and to spread natural land conservation with everyone. So.
Fantastic. Do you have a place in mind, a target?
Oh gosh, I was born in Colorado, so Rocky Mountain National Park would be amazing.
Well, Estes Park is a very nice place to be. Congratulations, Kaylee.
Thank
well
you.
done. And now we're moving to the finals of the women's 200-yard freestyle relay. National record is a 1:30.39 by Kenyon 3 years ago. To get here, it took a 1:34.29, and last year's winner was at 1:31.54. It was the Sagehounds of Pomona Pitzer. In lane 1 for Hopkins, Michelle Liu, Jaya Vera Paneni, Elizabeth Cohen, and Anna Myler. For Case Western in 2, Gabby Chambers, Eliza Dixon, Simone Vale, and Claire Cosmo. For Chicago in 3, Emily Zhu, Genesee Kwan, Sophia Lee, and Karen Zhao. For Swarthmore in 4, Janine Collins, Ainsley Tambling, Sophie Rodoval, and Elle Anthony. For Tufts in 5, Isabella Chambers, Catherine Skelly, Emma Klaus, and Jillian Cudney. For Gettysburg in 6, Ava Collin, Neil Yancey, Delaney Reck, Valerie Lawton. For Hamilton in 7, Carolyn Miner, Jay Matthias, Ashlyn Blessy, and Chloe Land. And for Colby in 8, Eliza Marco, Gabriela Landau, Lily Moy, and Lucy Mackey. Swarthmore was in the lead at the 50, but the field is nearly straight across as they head to the 100. Too close for me to call. University of Chicago in lane 3 with a slight lead. In the water for the Maroon, Sophia Lee. Next to her for Swarthmore, Sophie Rodoval. And Emma Klaus for Tufts. In 5. Looks like Chicago and Swarthmore right now as they head to the anchors. Zhao anchoring for Chicago. For Swarthmore, Elle Anthony. For Tufts in 5, Jillian Cudney. Our local favorite. This is close. I want to say perhaps Zhao is edging forward. And she is, so 1:32.61 for Chicago. Swarthmore second and Tufts third. And now to our championship final. Denison will be in 1, Avery Vogan, Phoebe Ferguson, Maya Palmroos, and Grace Kadlasik. And for Kenyon in 2, when Isaac Weiss, Jenna Fadley, Sydney Geboy, and Lisa Torresillas-Juo. Pomona Pitzer in 3, Francesca Capo, Joy Lee, Chesna Pelka, and Valerie Mello. For MIT in 4, Alex Turvey, Sydney Smith, Ella Roverson, and Annika Naveen. Emory's in 5, Ava Kennedy, Caitlin Kreisel, Natalie Bourgian, and Louisa Vent. Hope in 6, Greta Gidley, Lauren Ryle, Bella Turner, and Laurel Wozniak. For New York in 7, Hope Sayafet, Kaylee McIntyre, Natsuki Uchino, and Isabel Oldham. And Calvin in 8, Maggie Farrell, Megan Bengdelik, Emma Merkel, and Sydney Sunday. And along those lines, here are your scores heading into these relays. This does not include the women's diving. NYU, as I surmised, jumped out a bit tonight, 197, their leading total. MIT at 161, Kenyon at 143, Denison at 140, Emory at 131. To be Ava Kennedy in the leadoff for Emory that gives way to Caitlin Kreisel. 22.63 on the way out. And Kreisel holding on to that lead. Now moving well in 7 was McIntyre. One almost wants to add, of course. Great looking start by Uchino for New York in 7. And our leaders right now are MIT. That is Ella Roberson for the Engineers. And now it's a body length as Annika Naveen gets in the water. She comes up with over body length. This will a race for second. think a record may be a possibility here. Oh, yes. For some reason, the individual lanes aren't showing, but the winning time, if that holds, is 1:30 flat, which breaks the national record by 39/100ths of a second. Not sure what's up with the scoreboard, but 1:30. Oh, there we go. Pomona Pitzer second at 1:31.48. Denison third, 6/100ths behind them, another 38/100ths back to Kenyon. 1:30 flat, a new national record. And now to our men's 200-yard freestyle relays in the consolation final. Sophomores in one. It'll be Wilson, Castle, Briscovich, and Tipton. The Bates in two. Corey, Oppenheim, Johnson, and Samridovich. Tufts is in three. Kaminsky, Adams, McFall, and Urard. John Carroll in four. Liddell, Falcon, Branch, and Argalius. Geneseo in five. Pavish, Nielsen, Gallup. Hope in six. Wardowski, Eisenman, Kochman, and Marsh. Johns Hopkins in seven. Wang, Clapp, Heyman, and Mayer. And Santa Cruz in eight. Ritan, Koika, Hussein, and Sinclair. While we're waiting to start this final set of relays for the men, let's look at the men's team scores. Denison's lead wasn't quite as significant as it was at the end of last night, but it is still 38 points over Kenyon, 138 to 100. Emory sits third at 92.5. New York sits fourth, 87.5. Chicago in fifth with 84. And Carnegie Mellon, continuing their excellent run, sit in 6th with 75 points. Might be an 8 here. It is not. It is Oppenheim for Bates. Excuse me. The leadoff for Bates was Corey with a 1987. Oppenheim now in the water for the Bobcats. It looks to me like our leader may be Santa Cruz. That is Koika in the water. Well, Santa Cruz is second. Geneseo first. In the water for Geneseo, Jake Nielsen. And he is moving very well, as is Hussein for the Banana Slugs. Bates still in it. And Geneseo leading as they head to the final leg. Adam Sinclair anchoring for Santa Cruz. Will Geneseo hang on for this one? And they do. At a 120.34. Runner-up went to Tufts, who closed well on the shoulders of their anchor, Soren Urard. And third was the Banana Slugs out there in lane 8. Nearly 120s across the board there. Then out of the championship final. In lane 1 will be RIT, Micah Tanasoff, Eric Noga, Ryan Clancy, and Drew Scheid for the Tigers. Denison Big Red in 2, Jack Hill, who had a great last 50 in the 200 earlier. Patrick Daly, Andrew Badusky, and Nicholas Hensel. Carnegie Mellon is in 3, Braden Morford, Matt Peitler, Cam Jones, and Arnav Deshpande. Kenyon was our fastest qualifier. George A. Dragolovich, Neil Abrahamson, Spencer Sluka, and Peter Dunson. Chicago being 5, Jonathan Tang, Rylan Koop, Igor Bendersky, and Sebi Verhulens. Calvin in 6, David Bourgeois, Vlad Molin, Josh Seidelman, Charles Platt. New York in 7, Pierce Downs, A.J. Watanakan, Derek Young, and Greg Webby. And Emery in lane 8, Dylan Yin, Johnny Bradshaw, Nolan Lahman, and Caden Bjornstad. And it looks as though Dragolevich might have the Owls in the lead. He does, in 1980, 11/100ths in front of Calvin Smolin. And they're nearly straight across at the 100. I certainly can't pick who's going to be first here at the halfway point. It is Carnegie Mellon, building on last night's great medley performance. Cam Jones in the water for the Tartans. For Kenyon, Spencer Sluka, Bendersky for Chicago. And now Chicago is in the lead with Sebi Burns trying to take home the victory. He must have been disappointed yesterday to go 19 plus and not get to the championship final. And wow, Burns just drops everybody, a 1:18.51. Not so far off that 1:18.08 of 13 years ago by Kenyon. 1:18.51. That was quite a swim. And sure enough, Burns was 19:29. Wow. 1929. Oliver Smith's flat start was 1938, but as many 19s as we see, we don't often see a 19.3. Fantastic swim by Sebi Burns to take a slight lead and turn it into a clear one by the end of that 50.
remaining number 2 was disqualified. Right now, the championship results of the women's 200 freestyle passing out the awards will be given to Downey, head coach at Colorado State. Calvin, the team of Farrell, Benjamin, Merkel, and Sunday. In 7th, from NYU, the team of Zayevek, McIntyre, Cucino, and Oldham. In 6th, from Hope, the team of Gidley, Lyle, Turner, and Wozniak. In 5th, from Emory, Kennedy, Crystal, Borgian, and Went. In 4th place, from Kenyon, the team of Eisenbeis, Bailey, LeBoy, and Torresillas Jewel. In 3rd, from Denison, Bogan, Ferguson, Palmers, and Mason. In 2nd place, from Pomona Pitzer, the team of Papa, Lee, Pelka, and Mello. And your 2025 women's 200-yard freestyle relay champion with a time a new national record of 1:30.00. The team of Turvey, Smith, Roberson, and Levine from MIT. Here are your consolation results from the men's 200-yard freestyle relay. In 15th, Johns Hopkins. 14th, John Carroll. 13th, Swafford. 12th, Hope. 11th, UC Santa Cruz. 10th, Tufts. And the consolation champion, the team of Pavich, Nielsen, and Gala in 1:20.34 from SUNY Geneseo. And here are your championship finalists in the men's 200 freestyle relay. Passing out the awards will be RIT head coach Bill Baratella. In 8th place, from RIT, the team of Adamasa, Noga, Clancy, and Shai. In 7th, from Emory, the team of Yin, Bradshaw, Lehman, and Bjornstad. In 6th, from Kenyon, Dragolovich, Abrahamson, Sluka, and Dunson. In fifth from Madison, the team of Hill, Daly, Ledusky, and Hensel. In fourth from Carnegie Mellon, Morford, Peichler, Jones, and Neshpande. In third from Calvin, Bajwa, Molini, Siderman, and Platt. In second from NYU, the team of Downs, Watanakan, Young, and Webby. And your 2025 NCAA Division III champion in the 200-yard freestyle relay, the team of Tang, Krueck, and Jersey, and there in a time of 182.51 from the University of Chicago. Before we conclude our event this evening, here are the top 10 women's team scores for the event. Number 8.
Well, ladies, congratulations on a new national record. Really quite something. A series of 22s across the board. And what's the secret? Great relay starts? Great out-of-the-water training? What would you say made the difference?
I definitely would not say it was our relay starts. Honestly, it was just a really big shift in team culture this year. Like, I think at the very beginning of the year, we sat down and talked about our goals very seriously, and that's been really on our mind like throughout the season. And this is not just for the team, you know, competing at NCAAs. It's for our entire team, like at home supporting us. And I think we have all known from the day one, like what our goals are here, and we've just been working towards that really consistently.
So you would say that this sort of situation, let's say, with collegiate racing is significantly different than what you've seen before?
Yeah, I mean, this was a really exciting year for us. Obviously, we've had a lot of like fast people on our team and a lot of people like step up to the job. I think that's really made a big difference.
Well, it has. You're doing well. You're now within 26 points of NYU. Congratulations, ladies, on a new national record.
Thank
well
you
done.
so much. Thank you.
Well, gentlemen, quite a swim.
Thank you.
Sebi, I suspect you were a little disappointed yesterday with the 50. I think you more than made up with it.
Yeah.
A 1929 pulling away from a talented field. I think that counts. How'd that happen?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was a little disappointed missing the A final by .02. I think people were telling me that it was the first time that a 19 didn't make the A final in the 50 free, so I was a little mad about that. And obviously dropped some points in the B final too, going from 9th to 11th. But obviously I had my boys backing me up too in the morning here in the 2 free relay. I was a little tired after that 200, but really proud of my boys and the work we put in to get that win today.
Well, it was a great job tonight. Did you work a lot on your relay starts?
Yeah, we spent pretty much the last 2 weeks doing relay starts after every practice, and even the entire year it's always at least 1 or 2 days working on those relay starts. So really trying to lock those in, get those 10s wherever we can. And
well, I would say the work you put in was certainly successful. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Well done.
And before we conclude our evening's events, here are your top 10 women's.
Well, and that wraps it up from here tonight. Right now, I am privy to the women's scores, and it is tightening up. 242 for NYU, MIT with 216, then 175 for Denison, 173 for Kenyon, and 172 for Emory. So a lot of great racing and competitions in the offing for tomorrow. That will do it from here for our second day of the Division III National Swimming and Diving Championships. Hope to see you all tomorrow.
In second place is MIT with 216. And your women's team competition through 2 days completed